question and you realize later on that you messed up, you should be able to go back. Yeah, good question. Yeah, and oh, whoops. Oh, I almost went live on Facebook. Wow. I don't even know how to do that. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions or simply type them in the chat, and I'll get to as many as I can. But I'll still wait a couple more minutes. It seems like we still got some people coming in. Do you prefer camera? It doesn't matter. You can keep your cameras off if you want. You can keep them on if you want to show your face. I haven't seen some of your guys' faces, so that'd be kind of cool. But no worries. So you can't hear anything. I think everyone else can hear, right? I think so. So that may be on your end. Lopez, yeah. I don't know how to say her first name. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that might be on your end. You may be able to exit out and come back in. That might help. Oh, you can't hear me, so I'm talking to someone who can't hear me. How many questions is it going to be? Okay, so this quiz, or the exam is going to be a total of 40 questions. There's going to be multiple choice. There's going to be matching. There's going to be a short answer, and there's going to be true and false. Yeah, so it'll be 40 total questions. Yeah, in those categories. All right. Okay, Susan. Yeah, hopefully we see you soon. Yeah. Oh, she's already gone. Okay. But cool. Yeah, these are good questions. Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit about the test. I'm gonna put up this stuff onto Canvas, but I can give you some of the details now. So yeah, so the test is going to be 40 points, 40 questions. There's going to be a time limit of 120 minutes, so 2 hours. That should give you plenty of time to finish the exam. And is an open book. Yes. So normally, when we meet in this class or in person, it's an open book test. And so it's going to be the same thing for here. So I highly advise you to have your notes ready. And Google Slides will also help you a lot. So like if you see a question and you're not sure, check the Google Slides first, because that's going to be a good place to start. And so, yeah, definitely feel free to use your notes and Google Slides and all that kind of stuff. Now, the only thing is yeah, I've had some people in the past try to, copy and paste Wikipedia or whatever. And so if I catch anything like that, I'll have to have a talk with you. So don't do that. But, you can use your notes and the Google Slides and all the other resources we've had in here. Yeah. Is it short answer? So that'll be a mixture of short answer, multiple choice, true and false, and matching. Yeah, so there'll be 4 different categories. I think it's about 10 questions each, and then that's 40. So this will be it'll be from chapter 1 through 5. So the exam will be everything we've covered so far. So chapter 1. So if you take a look at the, I need to pull this up. The review guide. So on the review guide here, this is talking about chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. So it's going to cover all 5 of those chapters. Yeah, good questions, good questions. I'm trying to think of anything else to know about the quiz. Oh, so I put up a listening guide. So normally I would play, the examples, and you'd have to guess what songs they are. Obviously, like you'll be able to get that pretty easily if you do it online. So you don't necessarily need to know what you need to know though about the information from the listening guide is just the various information that comes with it, like the form, or if there's a background story behind the tune. Oh, whoops. Yeah, if there's a background story behind the tune, what style is it? Is it a blues? Is it ragtime? Is it stride? All that kind of stuff. So when you look at the listening guide, for all those tunes that are on there, make sure you at least have some knowledge of the information behind it. Let's see, the exam post already. The exam is not posted yet. I'm going to post it on Monday, and you'll have until Friday night at 11:59 p.m. to finish it. And you only get one chance, or one try. So once you start the exam, you kind of have to finish it. So make sure when you start it, you have enough time. You have blocked out 2 hours in case you need the whole 2 hours. Yeah. But it'll be posted on Monday, probably around noon. So you could check around that time. I might be able to get it earlier. But probably best guess will be about noon. It'll be posted. Let's see. Does the review guide pretty much cover everything? Yes. So if you can go up and down the review guide, and you have notes on all of the terms and all of the musicians and everything, you should do really well on this exam. That, and also the listening guide too. So if you have information on both those guides, you should be good to go on this stuff. Yeah. And like I said, check the Google Slides. That's always a good place to start. And then you can maybe watch the videos again if you need to. Yeah. Cool. And feel free, you can also, you don't have to type the questions in the chat if you don't want to. But, this works too. It's fine. I think that's mostly everything you need to know about, the exam. Yeah. If you guys have any other questions about it, feel free to ask. So let's see. So anyone here, do you guys have any questions about, any of the material? Maybe some of the terms are tripping you up, or maybe you forgot what something means or something like that. Do you guys have any questions about anything like that? If not, I'll kind of just go through, some of my notes here. Okay. Well, if something comes up, feel free to ask. So I might need some of you guys' participation if you can. If you can't, it's okay. But I'm gonna just kind of bring up some of the topics I have here, and yeah. Do we need to know dates? You don't need to know the exact dates, but as long as you can be like in the ballpark, it'll help you out. Knowing the difference between a tune from like 1900 versus the 1920s, that's going to help you out a lot because you'll have some info about that period. But you don't need to know like when someone exactly was born and what year they had the flu and all that kind of stuff. You Yeah, just know like the general ballpark of what years they were around and the tunes were written, and you should be good. Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna kind of go through some of the things that I have, um, and hopefully this will spark some ideas about any questions you have. And feel free, you can ask me, you can talk, you can talk and ask me a question, feel free, or you can type it in the chat as well. Either one is cool with me. So let me pull up my notes here. Let's see. So what should I talk about first? Okay, so you'll have to know one of the things that can trip people up is the idea of syncopation. Do you guys know what syncopation is? Could someone tell me that? What is syncopation? I believe it's from chapter 1. Well, syncopation is music happening on the offbeat. So, like, let's see, how could I do this? Like, so if I like clap the beat right here, so this is like the beat.
Morning.
Hey, how's it going, Justin?
Fine.
Nice. So I'm talking about syncopation here. So syncopation. So if I clap on the beat, or this is like.
I'm so excited.
If I do rhythms that are off the beat, that'd be syncopation. So like, but da 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 da, something like that, right? So it's like, so there's the beat. I'm still on beat, but the things I'm doing are off the beat. So syncopation is music happening on the offbeat. That's one that you should definitely know. That's from chapter 1. Let's see. How many short response questions are there? There are 10 short response questions. So there's 10 from each category. So there's 10 short response, 10 multiple choice, 10 short answer, and 10 matching. Yeah. Cool. Let's see here. Oh, knowing the difference between homophony, monophony, and polyphony is something you should definitely know. So homophony is melody accompanied by harmony. So that would be like if I was playing the piano and I was singing, a John Legend song or something like that. Or singing. So I'm playing the chords, and the melody is me singing. You guys probably don't want to hear that, but that's what's going on. So so that'd be an example of homophony. So somebody playing the chords, and then there's a melody along with it. So it could be like a piano and a singer. It could be a guitar and a flute playing the melody. It could be a lot of different things, but that's homophony. Monophony is melody that exists on its own without harmonic accompaniment. So if I start, whistling like, if I start whistling Mary Had a Little Lamb, I'm just whistling by myself. There's no chords happening. There's nothing happening, just the melody. So that's called monophony. So that's like if you're in the car or in the shower singing your favorite song. I think people sing a lot better in the car. That's just my hypothesis. I think I'm like American Idol level when I'm in the car. But anyways, so that's monophony. So monophony, melody that exists on its own without any harmonic accompaniment. And you can remember that like mono, one, right? So you can think of it like that.